Hi everyone. So I thought I would do just kind of a quick, easy, kind of grungy-ish fall pumpkin-y look for you today. So I'm just using the Rosé in the Air 10-pan palette from Wet n Wild, one of their new ones, and the sleek Solstice palette and the Ebates palette. So as far as like color products, I think everything is drugstore, and the only high-end stuff I have is my foundation and my concealer. So if you are curious to see how I got this look, then stick with me. Taking the Revolution Conceal and Define in C0.5, which is kind of a light pink. It's similar to the Essence I Love Color Intensifying Base, which is also light. This I think is lighter, but kind of a pinky leaning, very light shade. But this, you know, is a concealer, so it has more coverage than that Essence primer. But I find a lot of eyeshadows really sit nicely on top of this concealer. So, and I have a lot of freckles and veins and discoloration and whatnot on my lids, so I do like to use something to prime and also get coverage. So for my eyeshadow, I'm going to be just using this Wet n Wild Rosé in the Air, which is kind of a heavily inspired by the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia. So if you are interested in that palette, this one is a very nice affordable option. So I think what I'll do is just take the kind of cream matte shade here. When I swatched this, I was not able to really get much payoff. And I'm just gonna like really messily put that up top so that when I do put a color into my crease, hopefully it will blend a little bit easier. It won't kind of grab on anywhere. So I'm gonna go super, super basic. I could just do this transition shade here at the bottom on my lid and in my crease, but I do think I might use that orange, which is like regular, something like that in the Modern Renaissance. Really similar, kind of burnt orange. I mean, look how much color that has. But look how dusty it is, just FYI. If you stick a crease brush in there, a fluffy brush, yeah. So I just like put my brush in there to pick up all that loose powder. But it can be tricky because just by placing my brush in there gently, it's still kind of kicking up some more. So just FYI. It's like a pick up once and then apply to try to avoid creating too much more powder. I'm going to take the transition shade here on my lid. Alright, I'm throwing it back. The e.l.f. C eyeshadow brush. I did a video using this as my only brush way back when. It's like, hey, you don't need a lot of brushes. You can technically blend with this brush because it does have a little fluff to it. I think another nice color combo would be the opposite of this, the orange on the lid and then the transition shade in the crease. And then I'm gonna go into the other transition shade, which is a little bit more of a cool to like neutral to cool brown. just on the edges. It's probably a little more than I intended. And I'm just bringing this like really close to my eyebrow. Since I don't have a lot of space in between my crease and my eyebrow, sometimes I kind of just feel like I just have no room to work with. Oh, fell out. But then I'm like, you know what? It's not a big deal if I take my eyeshadow up that high. I'm going to take this Demolition from Urban Decay. It's just kind of a cool dark brown as opposed to like a warmer toned dark brown. And I'm going to do this on my tight line and maybe my waterline too. My like upper lower waterlines. That way I don't have to be particularly neat, because if it transfers down, that's fine. And I think I am going to do it on the lash line too. So again, I don't have to be super neat because I'm just going to like smudge it. I'm going to wait to do my lower lash line eyeshadow until after I put concealer on, and I'm not going to do that until I put foundation on, so I'm not going to do too much on the lower lash line right now. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do foundation now with Marc Jacobs Shameless and Y110. I hope there is enough in here for my whole face. The undertone on this one is good for me. I noticed some of my hair is growing back from falling out after having baby number 3, and so there's this little cluster of tiny white hairs all in one spot, and so it just looks like this little white spotlight. A lot of the hair that I lost was in the front. I'm sure I lost a bunch of hair everywhere, but it was most noticeable in the front, and that's where I have like the vast majority of white hair. So it's like a bunch of that white hair fell out, and now it's like all coming back. Oh, it's funny. Under my eyes, since this is a little bit darker than a lot of things I've been wearing lately, I think I might just use Shape Tape and Fairer by itself. We'll see. Shape Tape is this fair shade is a little, it dries down much darker than it goes on. So, like shockingly darker. So definitely with my very fair foundations, I'll notice my under eyes look pretty dark compared to the rest of my face. And I don't wear full coverage under my eyes, so. I know they have a new lightest shade, Porcelain Beige, which is also the color that the shade name of the Amazonian full coverage foundation that I did a review on. That one also it's not the lightest of the light, but it's pretty much wearable for me. But I have not seen that one yet, the Porcelain Beige of the Shape Tape, so we'll see how that is actually in person. So I think I'm going to go in with the warm transition shade here under my eyes, and then decide whether or not I want to add any of the kind of pumpkin-y burnt orange color down there too. Reapply the eyeliner to my waterline, and having like 2 layers can help it wear better throughout the day, and having an eyeshadow up right next to it can help it set a little bit. You know, some people recommend like actually setting it on your waterline with powder. I don't love how that feels, but I do know that some of the powder gets up there if I just put shadow down there too. I'm gonna do brows and mascara off camera and I will be back. I'm gonna use the blush that's in the Emily Edit the Needs palette, and I'm going to use a big brush. I'm gonna use the Real Techniques brush, and I like the tone of this one. It is fairly pigmented, so I kind of have to, you know, be careful. I will link the video that I used this in here recently, where I did a pretty long get ready with me using the Wants and the Needs palettes. For lips, I feel like I could go a couple different directions. I could go nude, I could go orange, the metallic brown. I don't think I've used this one. Except maybe to swatch it. So I'm gonna do the M Cosmetics Spanish Earth. It's a little more purpley than I remember. Seems kind of like a plummy brown. We'll see. Oh yeah. Maybe not the best color considering how dry my lips are. I don't think that's the color I want. Oh guys, do you think I should do the metallic brown? I wore it in a video recently and I think we all liked it. So this is Ofra in the old packaging. It's Coven, which is part of the collab with Nikki Tutorials. I need a mirror to do this. What am I doing? I like this color, but I feel like it's too much with these eyes. All right, I'm backtracking yet again. I'm gonna try this one, Tarte lip paint and birthday suit. I think I'm gonna try this shade from the Sleek highlighting palette in Solstice. I don't ever use it because it's like super duper shimmery, and I really like the other shade, which is a little bit, I mean, it's very shiny too, but I feel like it's a little bit kinder to like the fine lines and stuff around my face, but I'm gonna try. I was gonna keep this matte, but I changed my mind. Try to use just a little on this Luxie highlighting brush. Famous last words. Oh my gosh. This was not really what I was going for. I think I'll put that in my inner corner as well, because if I'm not going matte everywhere, I want some inner corner highlight. I think I probably might have gone in with this NYX High Voltage in Stone. I might just put that on over top, but this is no longer available, so. But if you have it around, that takes it more gray, which actually I think I like. So that's it for my finished look. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. Leave a comment, a like, I really appreciate it. And if you want to see more videos from me, then please do subscribe. And yeah, let me know what, if you're looking forward to fall, what you're looking forward to the most about fall. The weather isn't fully changed here yet. It's cool for a couple days, but now it's gonna get hot next week. So I'm enjoying the cool weather while I can, enjoying my favorite yellow mustard plaid shirt while I can. And yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to fall before it gets all snowy and icy, and just when it cools off. And there are so many things about fall fall I love. So I'm so looking forward to it, so enjoying it for a couple days while I can. So I hope you are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.